Doug MPA back with another video. So this is going to be a video about men and their declining rates in attending colleges, universities. Guys, in 2023, there is no reason for a guy to attend college unless he's getting a STEM degree. So science, technology, engineering, and math. Okay. It just costs too much. Women are fine with going into a bunch of debt for a degree that no one cares about, but men, we just can't justify the cost. We just can't. And there needs to be a conversation about economically unattractive women. I've had multiple videos about that on my channel about women getting into all this debt. Men, we're just not doing it. We're just not. Okay? So this is going to be a news story about there's a small school on the south side of Chicago called Chicago State University where only 1/4 of their undergrads are men. So before we get into this news clip here, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. It's just you support me and what I'm doing over here. And a couple of quick numbers before we get into this article here. So Chicago State University is a small school, and at the beginning of the school year in 2021, they had 1,502 undergrads. Only 1/4 of those was men. 1/4. In the state of Chicago, at the beginning of the school year in 2021, there were 532,463 undergrads, 159,677 graduate students. Out of all those students, 284,294 were male. We're just not having it anymore, guys. They got to do something to make college cheaper or something. Put in the comments why you think that this is a national problem, why you think this is a growing issue. Should a young man, 18 to 24, go to college in 2023? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get into this news clip real quick.
I'm here to share that the United States Department of Education just named Walter R. Sundling Junior High School as a 2021 National Blue Ribbon School. Congratulations.
After delivering that news to students and teachers in Palatine, the U.S. Secretary of Education visited the Southside Chicago State University.
It's a campus that's faced a series of challenges, including a big decline in the number of men studying there.
And it turns out that's a growing national problem, as our political editor Mike Flannery reports.
Okay, it's a growing national problem, but what are they going to do about it? What are they going to... Are you going to see any programs catering to men, recruiting men? Because remember, anything that's pro-male is automatically seen as anti-female. Okay, this is going to have to reach crisis levels for anyone to do anything. You're going to see women appealing, instead of just going online and complaining to your friends or complaining on YouTube or on daytime TV, they're going to be in front of Congress asking Congress, where are all the good men at? That's going to be a sight to behold. Let's get back into this.
When the U.S. Education Secretary joined Mayor Lightfoot for a roundtable discussion with students at Chicago State, one of the college's relatively rare male enrollees told of his own experience in the Chicago public schools.
As a minority, there isn't a lot of male teachers.
And although the roundtable featured equal numbers of male and female students, in fact, barely 1/4 of Chicago State students are men. It's
barely 1/4. Barely 1/4. And this is only going to get worse. Only going to get worse.
An extreme example of a nationwide trend made worse by the pandemic, when men have reportedly dropped out of college at a rate 7 times higher than women. Many may never return to a classroom.
And why would they? Colleges and universities in America are too expensive, and their male-bashing, misandrist, feminist indoctrination camps. Would you want to pay $900 a credit, $1,000 a credit for a class that's going to tell you that you're bad for being a man, where they're tossing around terms like toxic masculinity? No. Why would I do that? No.
Our black and brown males in particular, who maybe are not coming back at the same rate.
In fact, one recent study that controlled for income levels found fewer white men enrolled in higher education than men of color.
Did you hear that? I don't blame you. All the white guys listening to my channel, I don't blame you at all because you guys have it the worst in the public university system in America. These women teaching all these classes literally will say to your face in a classroom that you are the root of all evil, white guys. I don't blame you. White men have it rough. And I'm black, and I'm telling you, I feel bad for the white males going to public universities right now. The average white male.
An official here at Chicago State said the university's pharmaceutical program does offer internships with big corporations such as Walgreens and CVS, offering the kind of links to specific future jobs that Secretary Cardona suggested young men want.
To re-engage.
Wait. Working with CVS and pharmacy? I don't know about that. Because one of the problems with pharmacy is before the 80s, you didn't see pharmacies and like CVS's and Walgreens and stuff. But just like ophthalmology, you see so many pharmacies at retail places that a lot of pharmacists, they go to pharmacy school and get $200,000-$300,000 in debt, and then they're making $70,000-$80,000 a year working at a CVS or Walgreens. So I don't think guys are really looking to go towards pharmacy.
Engage students that maybe during the pandemic left or felt like college wasn't for them. To reconnect our programs with the employment needs that are out there, and to really target our males.
At Chicago State University, only 28% of students are men, 72% are women. I'm Fox 32 Chicago's political editor, Mike Flannery.
The guys going to that school must be having a great time because they have their pick of the litter. And that's this quote unquote education gap is just going to make it so the men who get STEM degrees and get college degrees are going to have their pick of the litter. You're going to have more women sharing the top men. And you know what? I don't feel bad for them. There needs to be a concerted effort to make universities more affordable and for them to cater to getting men back on campus. Okay? I always say if I was, I'm 42 years old right now. I got 2 degrees, a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, but I went to school on the West Coast in the 2000s, so I got out pretty cheap. If I were a young man right now, I'd get my CDL. I'd drive truck from like 19 to like 24, stack up money, and then maybe go to school after that. But why would you put yourself $100,000 in debt for a counseling degree, a psychology degree? Why? Why would you do that? Men were not having it anymore, and good job, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.